Okay, hello everybody, Whispering Willow here, and here is my tarot video for the week. For this video, I focused on a specific question, which was, and I themed this around the video that I filmed on Monday. It's what do you need to do specifically to help your soul refresh? Because oftentimes we don't have any ideas. So this is what Spirit recommends that you do this week specifically in order to get the maximum refreshness that you need before spring gets here. So I have my groups divvied up into 3 groups. This is pile number 1, and on pile number 1 is just a jar of water. There we go. It's a little jar of water. On pile number 2, there is a small jar of dried rose petals, which smell absolutely amazing. I just dried them yesterday. On pile number 3, there is a small jar of honey. And on pile number 4 is just a jar of air, a jar of nothingness. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video, take a minute to decide which one you are drawn to the most, and we'll start with group 1. All right, pile number 1, if you picked the cup of water, here is your reading. Now, I want to go ahead and go into why I did the picker, for lack of a better term, the way I did. I did it intuitively. And for this one, the first thing that came to mind was you can't take care of others with an empty cup. You have to fill up your cup first before, let me get it to focus, before you can take care of others. It won't focus like at all. But that's the meaning behind that. Okay, so pile number 1, let's go ahead and start here. This is the one that you need to do. You are worth it. Okay, and then we will start here. Initiation reversed. For traditional tarot, for those, it won't focus like at all. For those who know traditional tarot, there we go. This is, in traditional tarot, is the Judgment card. And over here, we've got the Maiden of Earth. That is a beautiful card, especially with the theme of this reading. Okay. Then down here, we've got Ace of Hearts reversed. I'm getting the message here. Okay. And then we got, here, let me actually show this one up right, because this one's really pretty. The Moon. But it's in reverse. And then the spirit animal that'll help you is the eagle. Okay, so pile number 1. I'm getting that this, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, excuse me. If you guys didn't get to watch my first video, I actually am recovering from pneumonia. Okay, so pile number 1. First thing that comes to mind is a relationship is not panning out the way you think it was going to. The initiation card reversed, this is Judgment. And this is telling me that you're leaving an old way of living. And it's actually a beautiful card, but it's telling me, oh, whoops, that especially with the moon, some secrets may have come to light that you didn't know about, and now you reached out to your spirits, gods, whatever, perhaps, and, got guidance. The first thing that I get is just like, is that along with, just leaving a way of living that was not working for you. And then this ties in with the Ace of Hearts too, because the Ace of Hearts reversed, this usually means a kind of romance, but with it being reversed, it's a relationship, like I was saying, it's not living up to the potential that you were hoping it would. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that it's romantic. I'm kind of getting that it might be romantic, but this could also be like a friend that, that you just made possibly at work that, they were great at first, but now they're just not the person that you thought that they were. Especially with this card here. This means hidden secrets, being deceived purposely. This is a really negative card. For me, when it's upright, it actually is like, I'm sorry, that's my youngest. For me, this usually means when it's upright, like, like coming into your full potential. And because for me, when you go into the moon, it's a very relaxing experience, but with it being reversed, it's telling me that there are secrets around you that you are coming to realize possibly. And if you're not realizing it now, you're going to realize it very soon. Now, with all that being said, this is a really good card. This is telling me that once when you realize this, which I'll get into this in a minute, once when you realize this, it's going to be like a breath of fresh air. You're going to feel like you're just, everything's blooming again. There's a rebirth of self. It's just freedom. And the maintenance, maiden of earth does mean like lightness and gratitude and fresh air and the like. It's a beautiful card. And when you realize that you are worth happiness, that you are worth being loved fully, and that, you don't need to hide who you are truly, you are going to get here, and it's going to be a beautiful experience. And the eagle will help you do this. It's important for you, like it's saying there, you are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. So like I was saying here, you are guided. Listen to your ancestors or your angels, your God, deities, whatever, and embrace the spirit of the eagle, and you will be. It's going to be hard. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, but when you let go of whatever this is that's holding you back, it's going to be a beautiful release and a beautiful breath of fresh air. It's just going to come in. It's like when, when like, especially in my area, winter is so freaking cold, it gets so cold. And then when spring finally comes, you open up all the windows and you let in all that fresh air, and it's like, oh, I can finally breathe again. It's like that. Know you're worth it, no matter what you say or what this other person tells you. And also, this could also, let's backtrack a little bit. It could be a specific person, a romantic relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be a job. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but that's the feeling I'm getting, is that is possibly a toxic relationship that you're in. All right, so pile number 1, there is your reading. Remember, you are worth it, and you deserve to be happy. All right, thank you for watching my video, and blessed be. Let's go to pile number 2. Okay, pile number 2. If you picked the rose petals, here is your reading. Now, like I was telling pile number 1, I'm going to explain to you why I picked these. Sorry, that's my youngest. So I did this intuitively, and for me, roses are they're a very beautiful flower and full of grace, but they're also super strong, especially when you get those thorns. And I found that one out very painfully a few days ago. They're very powerful. flower and very graceful and very beautiful, but don't underestimate them. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. This is you, what you need to do to refresh your soul. So this is empowerment. Okay, that is the world reversed, mother of water, which that ties in very well too. I was saying with group 1, with the theme, like what you need to do before spring gets here. And I don't know what's going on with my focus either. I'm really sorry about that. I'm having to do it manually. Okay, and Prince of Swords. Ten of Swords reversed. And this is a spirit animal that'll help you achieve this. And that is a very powerful spirit animal. Okay, so pile number 2. I can already tell right now you are a very powerful person. Very outspoken. You know what you want. You know what you need to do to get what you want. But for some reason, your voice has been dimmed lately. Now, let's go ahead and talk about this. Okay, so this is Mother of Water. And Mother of Water is it's a very wonderful card. I absolutely love it. It's a nourishment card. It means that they nourish like the relationships around them with friends and family. Sorry, excuse me. My goodness, sorry. I lost what I was thinking. So yeah, they nourish what is around them. They're like, especially with water. Water is a very powerful element. I mean, they all are, but water specifically, it can be very slow moving, but when it gets going, it just goes. And that is what I'm seeing with you. You're a very nourishing person, and see how she's just, I can't get it to really focus. There we go. She's just calling down those rains. She's a very powerful card. But for some reason, you're like that usually, but right now you lack wholeness, you lack completedness. I almost get, because the world, the world, I was trying to remember what it is in traditional tarot, but I completely spaced it. The world tells me of a person when it's upright, like they're very connected with their community and very open with community, and they're whole and like a whole puzzle. But with it being reversed, it's telling me that for some reason you're disconnected from the community. Now, this could be because of depression, anxiety. I mean, we're just getting into spring, so maybe, because I know I'm like this, and maybe you have SAD, seasonal affective disorder. So for some reason, there is that disconnect with your community, and especially with your job too. I don't know what's going on there. Let's go ahead and go a little bit further. Prince of Swords. Oh man, this is a really powerful card too. You're a very powerful group number 2. Here, give me just a minute. Ronan, honey, no. You gotta leave those alone, sweetheart. Do you want to say hi? Hey, Ronan, you want to say hi? Sorry, just a second. Okay, sorry about that. My youngest wanted to help me out. Okay, so what I was saying with the Prince of Swords. The Prince of Swords is a very powerful card. And like I was saying too, you are a very powerful group. You know how to use your voice. You know what you want when you want it. I'm almost getting like I'm trying, like a business executive, like that's the kind of feel I'm getting. Or like a manager, just a very, I don't want to say outspoken, but you are very, you know what you want, when you want it, and you know how to use your voice. That's ultimately what the Prince of Swords is telling me, is that, especially with this one, like, let me get, the Mother of Water is a nourishing card, but it's still very powerful. She's very nourishing, knows what to do to make, like her kids feel better, that kind of thing. But at the same time, the very powerful business executive, like, you've got a powerful mind, and you've got your voice, and you know how to achieve your goals. But for some reason, like I was saying earlier, you've got that disconnect, and that's what this card means. Now, with this one, and it's also possible too, I just realized this, that you might be a water sign. Okay, so with this card, Ten of Swords reversed. Ten of Swords, it makes me really sad. It tells me of something that was taken away from you. The first thing that I thought of when I can't get it to zoom. There we go. Here, let's do it upright. See how she's just giving it away freely, but with it being reversed, it was taken. And like the first thing that, it was very abruptly, like the first thing that came to my mind was maybe you were fired or something like that. Something specific happened, now that I'm getting into this, to make you feel this disconnect. Sorry, that was my oldest. There was something specific that made you feel this disconnect, like maybe a sudden death, a sudden release from your job, something very sudden that you had no idea what was coming, and it made you question everything. You lost your voice, and it was almost like a prince, a knight, got his sword taken away from him, or her sword. It's almost that kind of vibe. But it's important. You took the time to replenish, but now it's important for you to come back. The Black Jaguar, like I said before, it's a very powerful card. Let's go ahead and read. It's an old soul card. This is the spirit animal that'll help you get to where you need to be here. Walk through life with confidence and grace. You have power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams. Okay, so that's what I'm getting, pile number 2. I'm getting that you had this sudden disconnect from what I got going on over here. You had, like, it was like everything was hunky-dory, okie-dokie, you know, et cetera, and then all of a sudden it was just wham, just taken away from you. And it really threw you for a loop. But now it's time to come back and embrace the Black Jaguar and embrace your empowerment once again. All right, so pile number 2, that is what I have for you. Just remember what you need to do to refresh your soul. You took that break, but now you need to come back. Embrace the Black Jaguar and embrace your empowerment once again, because like I said, you are a very powerful group. All right, thank you for watching my video. Let's go ahead and go to pile number 3. Okay, pile number 3. If you pick this pile, you pick the jar of honey. Now, I told the first 2 groups, I did the pick for the focus intuitively. And the reason why I picked honey for me, I mean, it's very sweet and very, I don't know, it's loving and just yummy. And warm. It just felt right to pick. I know that's not really an answer, but there we go. There's what it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. So this is what you actually need to do to refresh your soul before spring gets here. Laughter. Okay, that's a good card. Okay, and then this is the spirit animal that'll help you get there. Okay. Okay, and then we got one of air reversed. Okay, and then, oh, almonds reversed. Okay, this is the tower card reversed from traditional tarot. Okay, and then this is the Queen of Hearts. And the Hanged Man reversed. Okay, so I'm getting a very playful spirit here, but at the same time, let's go ahead and start here. I'm so sorry. I was I was also telling the other groups, if you didn't watch my video I posted on Monday, I'm actually recovering from pneumonia, so I'm coughing really bad. Okay, so one of air reversed. And I'm sorry, you're hearing my kids in the background. I need to get a better filming option set up. Okay, so one of air has to do with dreams, but with it being reversed, it's not dreams. I mean, it's pretty literal. It's nightmares. What they want you to know, and this is a very powerful message for you, Group 3, don't let your nightmares rule you. Don't let them empower you. Like, see how... I can get a focus. There we go. Like there's a house and a briefcase, so that has to deal with money, and the car. So this is all like things that we deal with normally. And so maybe like a good example is that you're stressed out about the coronavirus right now. The spirits don't want you to be. So it's stuff like that. Don't let your fears and your nightmares rule you. Now, I know that's easier said than done, especially I suffer from anxiety horrible bad. And I know that's easier said than done, but it's important for you not to do that. Especially when, let's go over here. Here, give me just a minute. Sorry about that. I had a really bad coughing fit. Okay, so with, oh man, I want to do it again. Okay, so with the omens reverse, and like I said, with traditional tarot, this is the Tower card. And the Tower card, even though, I mean, it looks terrifying, but it's not always a bad thing. But in this case, omens is telling me there was some kind of trouble, some kind of sudden event. So like I said, I mean, like with a good example, the coronavirus, there was some kind of sudden event that's really thrown you for a loop. Some kind of event is leading to this. And it's also telling me of senseless destruction too. So whereas, oh, whoops, I dropped it. Whereas normally with the tarot, when it's upright, usually that means it's, with it being upright, that means that it's an outside force. But with it being reversed, it's telling me it's inward. It's an inside force. Like something happened. Let me see if I can word that better. Something happened to trigger like a depression or a panic attack maybe. And now all of that turmoil is coming from the inside. Now, I know that I feel like that this specifically, I mean, we'll see as we get into it a little bit more, but I'm feeling like my gut is telling me that maybe you suffer from anxiety really bad. And I know I do. And spirits want you to know that, like this says right here, you've got to embrace your childlike nature again. And I know that's easier said than done, but that's what they want you to know. Okay, so the Hanged Man reversed. The Hanged Man reverse, once again, it means unnecessary sacrifice. You are letting, gosh, I'm trying to figure out how to word this nicely. You are letting your fears control you. That's what this is telling me. And like I was saying, I get anxiety is really bad, but Spirit really wants you to know that you don't need to let your nightmares and your anxiety and everything take control of you. You're worth more than that. Especially when I come to this card, the Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups, sorry. Queen of Hearts, got my decks mixed up. The Queen of Hearts is a wonderful card. It's an empathy card. You provide comfort. It's a very motherly card, a very loving card. So you are a very loving person, but you've got this anxiety that's just deep inside of you and it's eating you away, and it's really starting to hurt. It's hurting spirit, like it's making them sad. They want you to embrace the playful nature of the dolphin. Let's go ahead and read what this says. It says, there we go. Swim into the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom. Go with the flow. So yeah, group number 3, I know that, it's easier said than done, and I'm a mental health advocate, so I know it's easier said than done, but Spirit wants you to know, in order for you to refresh your spirit again, embrace that childlike spirit you've got. Don't let those fears that you've got control you. And I'm almost getting like, laugh in the face of danger, ha 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 ha, that kind of thing. Embrace the childlike nature that you've got and go into life with all of the joy and love and comfort that you've got to offer this world, because the world really needs it. And you don't need to sacrifice that important part of you to protect yourself. Does that make sense? I hope it does, and I hope that doesn't come across rude, because that's not what I'm meaning. Because I know for me, like I was saying before, my anxiety gets really bad sometimes, and it makes it hard for me to do things. And I have to remind myself, it's okay. It's just my brain doing its thing, and I have to talk myself through that. Okay, so group number 3, that's what I have for you. In order to refresh your soul, embrace, and the dolphin will help you do this, embrace the childlike, playful nature of the dolphin, and laugh. All right, thank you so much, group number 3. I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you for watching my video. Blessed be. Let's go to pile number 4. Okay, pile number 4. If you pick this pile, you pick the jar of nothingness, the jar of air, and I can't get it to focus because there's nothing in it. There we go. Now, like I told the previous 3 groups, the reason I did this intuitively, and the reason why I picked this jar is because, sometimes you just need to be in the moment to refresh, and I just felt like that this was a really good option for your pile. So let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say. Okay, so this one right here. Oh, whoops. I totally left that one up. Well, there we go. That's the 8 of Wands right there. I didn't even realize that I didn't flip that down. Okay, so be your best self always. That's what you need to do to refresh your soul. Okay, and that is the 8 of Fire. I thought that said 10. That's why you don't look at it through the camera. Okay, and that, whoa, okay, never mind. That's 10 of Fire reversed. And then 8 of Wands. So I'm going to go ahead and say this. You might be a fire sign. Oh, geez. Okay. 5 of Wands. Yeah, you might be a fire sign for sure. Okay, yeah. So I would sorry, I shouldn't have laughed like that. I'm getting that for sure. You might be a fire sign, and your spirit animal wants you to be a little bit more patient. Okay, so pile number 4. Get it focused. This is what you need to do to refresh yourself. Be your best self always. Don't stoop to other people's levels. Don't lower yourself to their expectations. Especially, there we go. When you look at the other cards, there's a lot of conflict here. This card, this is an inner conflict. 10 of Fire. If I can get it to focus. There we go. Upright. It's actually a really nice card. It means listening to the stars for your direction, and knowing that you've got a purpose out there. But when it's this way, it means that you're directionless. You don't know where to go. You don't know what to do. And it's starting to make you mad. You're like, I know I've got a bigger purpose out here. I know I'm supposed to do more, but what is it? And it's starting to make you frustrated. So this is inner. That is inner conflict. And then, oh my gosh, I'm going to be so happy when I'm done with my freaking cough. Like I was telling the other groups, if you didn't watch my first video this week, I'm actually recovering from pneumonia. So I'm coughing like crazy. If I suddenly pause, it's because I'm having a coughing fit. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over here. This is also, well, for starters, this is Neptune. So you might have Neptune in your let me rephrase that, sorry. Your Neptune might be heavily ruling you right now. I don't know much about that aspect of the metaphysical. If you're interested, though, I mean, there are several good astrologers out there that can help you figure that out. So the 8, here we go. The 8 of fire is telling me, like, you're prone to daydreaming. Like, especially with the 10 of fire reversed. Like, you don't know what to do in your directionless, so you daydream a lot. The spirits want you to know that if you take the time and quiet your mind, calm that fire that you've got in your heart, and just listen, they can guide you if you let them. And I know that's hard because I actually have quite a bit of fire in my astrology chart. And I know it's difficult because it's like, oh, no, I don't want it. Blah. But if you quiet your mind and just take a deep breath and just still your mind for a little bit, it's not going to happen instantly because I feel like you might be an instant gratification person. It won't happen instantly. But if you take enough time to practice and just be patient, that message will come to you. Your energy is also very, very fiery, very energetic. I love it. It's making me like want to get up and do things. So you don't need to change yourself. Be your best self always, because you're a great, fiery, energetic personality. Just every now and then, just take a minute, calm your mind, calm your soul, calm your body, and just listen for like 30 seconds. I'm not saying do it for an hour. Speaking of fire, there goes my fire sign child. I'm not saying like take a good chunk of time out of your day to listen, just 30 seconds. Even when you're taking a shower, that's what I do. Works great. Okay, so 8 of Wands reversed, which I just realized this. You have a 8 right there too. That's the 8 of fire. I'm really sorry about that, pile number 4. I've completely stopped recording. I ran out of space. So back to what I was saying. The 8 of Wands, you definitely could be a fire sign for sure, or you've got quite a bit of fire in your astrology chart. If you're interested, there are quite a few good astrologers out there, and they can help you find that out. Okay, so 8 of Wands tells me that there was one specific event. I feel like that this was at work that completely threw you for a loop. And this card also means sabotage too. So there was something that happened, something specific, and you're like, well, crap, what do I do now? And you've just kind of been stuck in that stage, especially when you come over here to the 5 of Wands. This means conflict, 100%. I mean, there is no other way to say it. This is, you got a lot of internal, up here is internal and down here is external. It's all around you. And let's go ahead and read this card, because this is the spirit animal that will help you get to where you need to be for your soul to be refreshed. Okay, so the heron means patience. And it says, create a plan in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently towards your purpose. patience will bring you rewards. So like I was saying, like the spirits, they want to help you, but you need to still your mind, body, and spirit long enough for them to be able to give you that information. And they also want you to remember, don't let your temper get the best of you. Okay? Don't let it get the best of you. Be your best self always, and that will help replenish your soul and refresh you. Okay, pile number 4, that is your reading. I really hope that this helps you out, and really hope that it resonates with you. Please have a great week, and remember, always be your best self. Always. Don't let anyone manage to convince you differently. All right, have a blessed week, pile number 4. All right, my beautiful people. Thank you for watching my video. I really hope that it resonates with you. And I think, oh yeah, my candle's almost. I didn't realize I've been doing this for that long. Anyway, so yes, I really do hope that resonates with you. Please remember, just follow Spirit's message and their guidance, and it will really help you out a lot. Okay, so once again, March 21st and 22nd, for those of you who are near Gearing, Nebraska in the United States, I will be doing some readings at the Metaphysical Fair there. I am so excited. So if you want to get a reading like this, or even I do healings too. I'm also selling some stuff. I said that really weird, but that's okay. Some of the things that I'm going to be selling are potions. I'm also going to be selling some staves, and all of this is handmade, all by myself. And let me see, what else am I doing? Oh, I'm also trying to figure out the best way to explain it. It's almost like a deer antler dream catcher, but not quite. I'm using deer antlers. I'm getting too excited to make these, and everything is cruelty free. It was naturally acquired. So yeah, I really hope that if anyone is in the area that you can come visit me. It'd be awesome to meet you guys in person. And then April 4th and 5th, I'm also doing Metaphysical Fair in Cheyenne, Wyoming in the United States. And once again, we'll be selling things and doing readings, doing all the things. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching my video, everybody. Have a blessed week. And I'll see you all Friday for a little bit of Q&A. Bye.